Thanks. I'm a continuous entrepreneur. I started 10 companies in my life, and I really love working with young people, helping them seed companies or even give them ideas. One of them is MoveAbout, which is a car-sharing company for electric cars for corporations and municipalities. We've been in business for nearly 6 years now, and that's the problem we try to solve. Did you know that in Germany alone, there are 32 million people sitting in the car every morning to go to job and from job, or doing trips during job hours? That's 1.5 billion kilometers driven in Germany per day. That's ridiculous. There has to be a solution. And the worst thing is, for me, as a Norwegian, where we're used to electric cars, is less than 0.1% of those are electric. There are only 25,000 cars in Germany that are electric or plug-in. In Norway alone, small country, it's 75,000. 22% of all the cars being sold today are electric. The plan is it should be past 50 by 2035. It should be 100% only electric car being sold. So we know how to run electric cars, and we know how to run it profitably. That's why we created an electric mobility on-demand activity. We started with DNV-GL, that's Germanische Leute, that's the 16,000 people around the world. They said, I want to have electric cars for the employees. And we said, you don't want to have cars standing around. In Germany, they say nicely, ein Fahrzeug should be called ein Stehzeug, because it stays 95% still. So we should really capture the idea, use the asset, this fixed asset, more efficiently. We've done that today. 8,000 employees are using our services, and we're seeing that it's really a zero hassle, zero emission opportunity. We break even, we make a nice round of turnover, but we'd like to expand. We have 150 companies, big companies. We have 4 large utilities, including E.ON, and we have 16 municipalities using our services. And the municipalities is interesting. They're really waking up in Scandinavia to the idea of being a shared economy. So we want to expand now in Germany, specifically because finally you in Germany getting some electric car that actually are not bad at all. And in Norway at the moment, the most sold electric car is not the Tesla anymore, it's the Volkswagen. So we want to realize that activity. We have a technology plan. We're going to do 4 specific things. Ride-sharing among colleagues. We have a corporation developing that with SAP, who has a very good in-house ride-sharing concept. We try to integrate that. We want to make the one-touch service and said, if you want to go somewhere, here's the whole thing, including the train and everything. We have cooperation with a number of national train stations, including Deutsche Bahn. We want to do peer-to-peer car sharing, because sometimes the company said, can I borrow your car and I pay you for it? And that's becoming quite tax-wise interesting in Scandinavia. And finally, as we saw yesterday, the interest of the virtual power plant is there. We are perfect. We have fleets. We have hundreds and 200 of cars which we fully control. And that's perfect combination with the virtual activity. But we don't want to develop everything ourselves. There are so many good companies doing things. We want to be the real systems integrator, picking the best activities of young entrepreneurs, of established companies into a system. And we have already developed relation and negotiating very interesting deals with very good companies around the world. For that, why do we do it? Because they say that the corporate car sharing activity in Europe will grow very, very strongly, nearly 80% per year per annum. And we see therefore that Germany, who has very interesting large companies, is the perfect partner for us, and that's why we want to focus on Germany. So to implement that, we will ask for 2 million euros. Half of them will go to the R&D, and the other half to the various companies which we have in our group to really expand and get customers going. And we have a team ready to move. In Norway, Sweden, Denmark, and Germany, we are ready to go ahead. So move ahead, Germany. That's my proposal. Thank you.
Wonderful. Jan-Olaf, do you know that this guy founded a solar company?
Co-founded it.
Co-founded WEC Solar?
WEC, yeah.
You bought it, IPO'd it.
Yes.
And then you founded an electric car company.
We took over an electric car company from Ford. Correct.
And the name was?
Think.
Think.
Yeah.
So a really serial entrepreneur and still going?
Going strong.
Going strong.
Exactly. Thank you.
Great. Talk to him. I think he needs your support.